right. All right. I am back, y'all. I am back. I had some technical difficulties, but I am back. I had to delete my other live. I think it's because I was driving and my phone was probably going in and out of service, but I am parked right now. Hey Gilda. Hey. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And like I said, I'm up early this morning, and y'all probably like, girl, it is 7 o'clock. Can we get some breakfast, please? But I'm like, I gotta, the thing about YouTube is I'd be like, if I once I get busy and start my day and I have to go into the office today, I got a very busy day. I have a presentation. I have to meet with my team. We have like connection days in the office where all of us come in because we work from home. We're kind of like hybrid. So we work from home, and then we come into the office. It's kind of split. It's not really half and half. Right now, it's just one day a week. So, every month, 2 times a week, me and my team have connection time where I calibrate with them. Long story short, it's gonna be a busy ass day. Okay, so let me go ahead and just get this out the way now. Because like I said, when I be driving, that be my time to catch up on YouTube and stuff like that. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Let me go ahead and put my phone on do not disturb. Because I'm pretty sure my mama's gonna be pulling up any minute. So I'm not gonna be on here long because I gotta give her passport and stuff because she's about to go to Aruba, honey. My mama is about to go somewhere again. Like I told you, my mama travel all the time. So she's going to Aruba, I think tomorrow. So I gotta give her passport and all that good stuff. But anyway, back to the matter at hand. So before my live got messed up beforehand, I was just telling you all that I was driving and I was catching up on the drama that has been going on. The latest drama was with Nana and Toya talk going back and forth. And like I had said, me and Toya used to be in the same sector doing commentary on Keisha K. Lee. And how I found Toya's channel was at first she was on the same side that I was. She was defending Keisha. She understood where Keisha was coming from, and we kind of had the same perspective, so I started following her. That's how Nana discover. I don't. I guess that's how Nana. I discovered who she was because we were all supporting Toya, because she really had a really good perspective on Keisha. She really understood where Keisha was coming from at first. And then some way, somehow, I think her, because I mean, she always gave Keisha criticism. But in that one particular situation, she understood where she was coming from. But I think she did a video with Keisha's boyfriend. Keisha didn't like it, or she did the video about Keisha's boyfriend. She did the video about him, I guess, allegedly selling drugs. It was something. I don't know what this particulars was, but then her and Keisha kind of fell out again. And then once her and Keisha fell out again, she started back, I guess, siding with the people who were attacking Keisha. And there was this channel called Paris Harley or whatever. She was like the Ross of that sector. And so, basically she kind of went to that side of the situation. And so that's where I kind of stopped following her commentary, but I never really disliked her. I always felt like, for her to have, that many kids, she did a really good job with her kids. I can't say that. And so when, her and Nana got into it and Nana started attacking her because it was just a whole bunch. I felt where I started to feel where she was coming from again once she kind of entered this sector of commentary. Like her perspective on Sharita and Roz, I agree with. I agree with. So that's what I'm saying. With her channel, is that she's not someone who I just absolutely can't listen to because she does have some good perspectives. However, there was a perspective that I didn't agree with, and we're gonna get into it, okay? So as I was catching up on like whatever was going on between them two, I watched I always go back to the original video, like, okay, what started this? What happened? And so, I guess she was like, just doing like a little recap of everything that's going on. And she started off the video and she was just basically saying how she was watching my video from the other day when I was pretty much just saying like how I was kind of getting tired of the Ross conversation because it's never ending. And in that video, I made a comparison to the conversation that I used to do on Keisha K. Lee and the conversation that we're having about Roz. And like I just said, in the Keisha K. Lee sector, there was this channel, this young lady named Paris Harley. She essentially would do what Roz does to Treese. She would do that to Keisha. Now, this is the thing though. She was nowhere near as terrible as Roz. I will say that. So I understood where Toya was coming from when she said that she really didn't agree with the comparison because Roz is a whole nother monster. And I agree. I agree. Roz is a whole nother ball game. I have never seen nothing like Roz. So let me just say that first. I understood that she probably didn't agree with my comparison. I mean, just like I didn't always agree with some of her commentary, and that's what I've always said. Even though I like her commentary on Roz and Sharita, I've not always agreed with her commentary on other people, and I left it at that. But here's why I felt like I had to come, kind of clear some stuff up, because basically when I made the comparison, I was just basically saying in my other video, I was just like, with the Keisha Kaylee situation, Keisha Kaylee was able to take legal action on Paris Harley and get her channels taken down. I don't really give a damn about the technicalities. Hey, Vaughn 75. I don't really give a damn about, oh, well, Paris was gonna get her channel back, but then she got messed up because she created another channel and she monetized that before she should have, and she got her channel taken down. I am Michelle for life. Hey, hey, hey. So basically, like, here's the thing. I'm gonna give y'all the backstory, and I ain't finna go all into detail. It's just that if my name is brought up and somebody's kind of trying to paint it like I'm trying to say something I don't think I'm trying to say, I'm just gonna clear it up. So this ain't no beef between me and Toya. This ain't gonna be me dragging her. It's just that she kind of said that I was, I guess, like trying to take credit for getting Paris's channel taken or whatever, and I just want to clear that up. And so I'm gonna tell y'all why. So that's where I'm going. So this ain't gonna be no, oh, I'm dragging Toya, because like I said, I agree with how she feels about Sharita and Roz, but I just want to clear it up because she kind of started off her video and she was like, yeah, I was listening to Nye, and when she was comparing um this situation to Paris situation, I just hate when folks try to make it seem like they did something. Well, let me just first say, Nigeria don't give no fuck about no Paris, okay? Fuck Paris, okay? So I ain't trying to make it seem like I did shit that I didn't do, but I'm gonna tell you what I I meant by what I said. So Paris was essentially a baby Roz, right? She didn't, like I said, Roz is 20 times worse than Paris ever was, but she had a conversation about Keisha Kaylee. She was once a fan of Keisha, just like Roz was once a fan of Latrice. She watched Keisha. She was in Keisha inbox. She was dick riding Keisha. Excuse my language, y'all. I'm sorry, but my bad. It's early in the morning for all this cursing. But she was a fan, okay? And then when Keisha did something she didn't like with her relationship, she turned on Keisha and she started doing commentary on Keisha, right? The same way Treese was following, Roz was following Treese. Roz was, she was Treese's, she was one of her people in her comment section. And then when Treese started being with Coco and all this, that, and the third, that's when it went left, right? Similar situations, right? Y'all see where I'm going with this. um Paris, basically, her commentary was all right at first. She was just saying how she didn't agree. But then, as more people started to agree with her about Keisha, she started getting worse. She started screaming into the phone. She started cussing. She just started being very, very just overly invested, like Roz. Roz was all right at first. And then when she started to get more popular and people started to kind of come to her channel, she started getting worse. She started to be more just disgustedly invested. Paris would let people come up on her platform and talk about Keisha's children. Paris, in my opinion, and from my speculation is, she basically, started a script, or she helped to promote a script that people could send to sponsors that Keisha had. Because Keisha is a big YouTuber. She's a real she's like a vetted YouTuber. So she is someone who has been around for a long time. She has 500,000 subscribers. She had deals with Fashion Nova. She has brand deals with Carter's. Like, she was one of those YouTubers who had really mastered the art of taking her platform to the next level. So Paris, there was when Keisha basically, took her man back after he had a baby on her, and kind of, she got caught saying some stuff about the side piece or whatever. People were so upset about that, and so they basically made a script. I didn't say Paris made the script, but she helped to promote the script. to send around to make this girl lose her sponsorships, and it actually worked. She actually lost a sponsorship. You know what I'm saying? They had a Discord where they were talking about her children, posting pictures of her children. Some of their at names in the Discords were her children. Like, they were on them just trying to say disgusting things about her kids. And she would let people up there on her channel. Her channel was like the dumping ground for, if you want to come over there, and if you want to talk about kids, if you want to talk about all this stuff, you can go over there and do that, right? And Paris even dragged the hell out of Toya, because Toya was speaking up for Keisha. She called her, she was calling her Toyota. Toya actually had to go off on her, was sitting in her car crying, going in on Paris, because Paris was being disrespectful, because Toya had allowed D, which was one of Keisha's friends, to come on her platform and start defending Keisha. And so basically, Paris' ass was going in on Toya, to the point where Toya ass had to get her together, and she was in her car screaming and crying at Paris too. So I'm not even gonna get into the whole back and forth. And this went on for more than a little while. So what the reason why I wanted to come and say something was because she was like, "Well, Paris only did that for like a month." Girl, no, ma'am. That Keisha Kaylee conversation went on for longer than a month, baby. Paris went hard for longer than a month, baby. She went hard for a long ass time. Now, did Paris calm it down once her ass started realizing that her channel probably was going to be in jeopardy? Hell yeah. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Did Paris try to calm it down eventually? Yeah, but she was like, well, Paris only talked about it for like a month, and Paris used to just only spill the tea. That is a damn lie. That girl did more than spill the damn tea. But this ain't about that. This ain't about that. The whole thing about it was she tried to make it seem as if I was on my channel basically trying to take credit, or trying to, make it seem like I had done something with Paris channels being gone. And that wasn't what I was saying. What I was saying was this. Um, when we had the Keisha Kaylee conversation, it was an end to the situation. I can count on probably two hands how many people actually stuck up for Keisha. And I think that had channels like myself and other people not come to the forefront, I think that the bullying, the harassing that they were doing to her probably would have went on a little bit longer, because at first nobody was on Keisha's side. Nobody was sticking up for her. Nobody was really telling it like it was. People would be in their comment section trying to defend her, but nobody really was just keeping it real with that situation. Everybody was just running with the fact that they didn't like Keisha anyway, and they were just running with it and attacking her. So I feel like when channels like myself, and I'm not saying I was the first person, but there were a few people defending her, I think that because she had a support system and people who were being the voice just of reason in her situation, I think that empowered her to do what she needed to do. That's all I'm saying. I feel, and don't get me wrong, Keisha probably was gonna take legal action anyway, because she don't play no games. Okay, you know what I'm saying? So more than likely she was gonna do it anyway. So I'm not trying to take credit for Paris's channel being gone or nothing like that. What I'm saying is, I just feel like because we had another side to the conversation, because we were able to, speak up for her and champion around her, that probably gave her a little bit of more motivation than she probably would have had. In this tree situation, there is no ending to it. That's what I was saying. I feel like in the Keisha conversation, we talked about it. Everybody had their difference of opinion. I feel like when others started to speak out and call out the bullshit that Paris was doing, the conversation got interesting and more fair, because it was just all one-sided at one point. But I feel like, that conversation helped to kind of move everything forward. I didn't say that, oh my God, we did it, Joe. We did it. We got that page taken. No, because Keisha is the only one who had the power to get somebody taken. Paris went on there talking about my damn kids. She probably damn was, honey. She say talking about folks who defended Keisha, but she went on there talking about my child. You know what I'm saying? She was on there talking about Keisha kids. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, Andrea says you were 100% correct. Thank you. But yeah, but so I ain't taking credit for shit. Like, nah, let's just keep it real. Hey JB, hey. Like I said, I don't, I'm not no super saver YouTuber. I just come on here and I just give my commentary, And I feel like some of these conversations are needed to be had. I feel like channels like mine, we do have a voice and we do add a different perspective to the conversation. And I feel like in that situation with Keisha, I feel like, there was progress made because it ended. That's what I'm saying. It came to an end. You know, that is the progress. And I feel like the different perspectives and people speaking out help that. If people like D never came to the forefront, if people like myself never came to the forefront, and other people who were speaking out, and everybody just stayed on the Keisha hate train, I feel like they probably would still be talking about that girl. You know what I'm saying? But when you bring different perspectives in the conversation, and when you have people that be like, "Oh hell no, y'all wrong for that," it added another perspective, and people were able to kind of, just see the light at the end of the tunnel. That's all I'm saying. But I ain't sitting on here making it seem like I did a motherfucking thing, because guess what? Keisha's the only person who invested her time and her money into getting that girl page taken, and it should have been taken. And Paris did go too far. No, she wasn't as like I said, she definitely wasn't no Ross, but she was the mini Ross of that, of the Keisha Kaylee conversation. So hey, good morning, hey, exclusive D, hey. But yeah, I was like, wait a minute now, because I'm thinking I'm just gonna tune in and hear her talk about what happened with her and Nana, and she up there talking about I ain't trying to do a motherfucking thing. Fuck Paris, okay? I'm just, saying, hey, because let's just call a spade a spade. She was attacking you. She was talking about you, your living arrangements. She was trying to discredit you as a mom. Paris was doing the same shit that Roz do. If you had an opinion that differed from hers, and if you had, and don't get me wrong, Paris, like I said, she wasn't as bad as Roz, because she would at least hear you out. Paris has came on my platform and gave her perspective. I've allowed her to come talk on my channel before when all that was going down. So she definitely wasn't as crazy as Roz, I will say that. But was she definitely invested? Hell yes. Would she definitely go in on people and attack people if she felt like they were, going too hard for Keisha? Definitely. Definitely, most definitely. That's why she was sitting her ass over there in Nana chat when Nana was talking about my mama. And then guess what happened right after that? Nana basically celebrated when her goddamn channel got taken. She was looking like a damn fool. She was over there in Nana chat laughing her little ass off when she was posting my mama pictures and all that. Paris was over there, oh Kiki Kaka. Then right after that, her channel get taken to Nana do a video about her and basically say that's what your ass get. And she was looking damn dumb. So let's keep it all the way 100. We gonna speak on it. Let's speak on it. She was definitely as just as invested as Roz. She didn't go to the lengths that Roz went to, but she was somewhere up in that category. So that's all that it was. But yeah, don't try to make it seem like I put out a false narrative that I did some shit I didn't do, because I never said I got her channel taken. I just said that there was progress able to be made in that situation. Everybody who was involved in that conversation, we were able to see progress. We were able to see the conversation end. That's all I meant by that. Anything outside of that, and if she didn't do anything wrong, then why the hell her channel gone? You know what I'm saying? If she, hey Cookie, hey, you know what I'm saying? If she didn't do anything wrong, and if she just was on here talking about Keisha for a month, then why the fuck, why is her channel not here anymore? Because she did a lot. She did a lot. She didn't do as much as Roz. She definitely didn't do as much as Roz, but she did a lot. Okay, so let's just call a spade here. But and like I said, and this is the thing, people can like Paris, people can. But I wouldn't, if I were Toya, I wouldn't be on here trying to make it seem, this lady dragged you and had you crying, girl. The hell no, But this is, like I said, this is not a personal dig at Toya. This is not a back and forth with Toya, because, like I said, I still don't have nothing against her. I still agree with some of what she's saying about Sharita and Roz. But that part, I'm like, how the hell you gonna start your video off talking about, I this and the thing? It's okay if you would have said, I like Nah, just, and I didn't agree with some of her perspectives, because that's the same thing I said about her. I said, I like what Toya is saying about this situation. I just didn't agree with what she was saying about other situations. So that's cool. You know what I'm saying? But I just wanted to clear that up. And like I said, there's no beef. I still agree with what she's saying about Sharita and Roz. I still agree with her perspective there. I still agree with what she's saying about hey Rudy, hey, Grand Rising. But yeah, I still agree with, how she feels about Roz and Sharita and Nana, because I mean, everybody's saying the same shit about them. Roz is out of control. Her whole family is out of control. You know what I'm saying? Like, you sitting on here, y'all sitting on here talking about Chase daughter deserve to take legal action. Well, if that's the case, then Sharita daughter should have been took your damn child to court. So, I agree with that perspective. But yeah, let's not, if somebody say I'm trying to put on like I did something, and nah, hell nah. First of all, I don't even come on here enough to even try to take that role. All I was saying was, with the Keisha situation and the people who were involved, we were able to see, that situation, work in that person who we were supporting favor. Keisha was able to, dead the situation and move on with her life. And that's not happening in this situation for Latrice. With this Latrice conversation, it just keeps going and going and going and going in all different type of directions that it don't need to go. That's all I was trying to say. But I ain't never got on here and try to make it seem like I'm just a damn Evander Holyfield and I done got some now. That wasn't that. So we're not gonna put that narrative out there. That ain't what I meant by that. So I just wanted to clear that up. So me saying that we made progress, it was not saying that, oh, we got our channel. What I was saying was, you know, I feel like had people who had the same perspective I had never come to the forefront and spoken out, then the conversation would have kept going for longer than it should have went. And I think that because there was so much of a back and forth, and because people were able to expose Paris and get her together while she was on here trying to not even be transparent about who she is, but tear somebody else down, I feel like that, that kind of helped the situation to move along. That's just how I feel. Not a, and it helped the conversation come to a better put. I meant, as far as her getting her channel taken, that was gonna be, Keisha, that was all in Keisha's hands right there. But I just feel like, if people would have never called her out on her shit, the conversation would have kept going out of control. I think that, and hell, Dee was introduced to the platform to speak her mind and defend her friend by Toya. You know what I'm saying? So Toya was definitely Team Keisha at one point. It's just because Keisha, I think maybe struck her channel or something after the fact. That's where they went wrong. So, but I just want to clear that up. Nigeria did not Niantic J, me, I didn't try to make it seem like I did anything other than what I did. And what I did was and what I do is, if there is someone who I follow who I feel like, is just living a life, just being a regular human being, making their mistakes, you know what I'm saying, as a human being like we all do, and I see people attacking them from being human, I'm gonna speak up and I'm gonna say something. And I feel like more people should do that instead of sitting back and just riding the wave. You know what I'm saying? We're none of us are perfect. Everybody drew up Keisha and everybody talked shit about Keisha for staying with her man, and everybody else taking a man back and staying with a man too. You know what I'm saying? So, I just recently seen, this is not any shade, but it's kind of like, hell, we talk shit about Toya. We talk shit about Keisha with sticking, standing by her man. But now, Toya's about to do a whole series on relationships and building your man up, even if he's not perfect. So, I mean, we did all that hooping and hollering, and we did all that bashing this girl for just, staying in her relationship, even though we don't know Toya man. Toya has never put her man out here to do some of the things that Keisha man did. But at the end of the day, you know, nobody's perfect. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what the hell your man did behind closed doors. So y'all did all this dragging this girl and talking about this girl, and you know what I'm saying, did all this and just for y'all to stand by y'all man too. So I mean, so it was really pointless. You know what I'm saying? So and this but that's just my thoughts. Like I said, it's still not gonna be no huge back and forth, but I just want to clear that up because I know that them two went back and forth, and people, are probably gonna go back just like I did, and they're probably gonna watch and kind of see like, okay, how did this started? And because she started her video off that way, just saying that, I was trying to make it seem like I did this, that, and the third. I just wanted to come clear that up. I just wanted to come clear it up. If you were anywhere in the Keisha Kaylee sector, you know that that conversation went on for longer than a month. That conversation went on for a long ass time. Paris did more than just come on here and spill tea. That's why her channel got took. She got too invested and she started acting a fool too. She was on here going hard. She was going she was going hard like it was her tryouts, okay? And so she definitely has similar characteristics to Roz. Now, like I said, is Roz way more nasty, way more mean, way more vile, way more invested? Definitely. Paris knew when to calm it down a little bit, but Roz just don't never goddamn stop. So but that's all I wanted to say. I just want to clear it up. I know I'm 2 days late, and I think she made that video 2 days ago, but I was like, wait a goddamn minute. I said, what now? Huh? You know, but yeah. So I just wanted to come clear it up, just in case, because a lot of people are just discovering Toy, and they don't know about the Keisha Kaylee conversation. So if you don't know what happened with the Keisha Kaylee situation, you would kind of, you wouldn't, and you really can't go back and find those videos. Like I said, the main channel is gone. So if you're just going based off what she said, you probably would think that what she's saying is correct, like, but no. Baby, Paris was a whole beast on these streets, honey. Paris was attacking everybody, including her ass. Okay? But yeah, that's all I had to say, y'all. But I will let y'all get to enjoying y'all day. Get y'all some coffee this morning. Like I said, I'm just up here waiting on my mama. She finna have me late for work today. I thought she was gonna be here, but yeah, I'm finna find me some breakfast, get my day started. Everyone have an awesome day. But I just wanted to come clear that up. Come clear it up. But I don't have a problem with people saying they don't really agree with my commentary or what I'm saying. That's cool, but if I feel like, wait a minute, I think she's trying to make it seem like I said something, or I think she misinterpreted what I said, then I want to come clear it up. But it's okay if she doesn't agree. She doesn't have to agree. But I just wanted to clear that up for the people who may be listening and tuning in. Nah, that ain't what I meant by that. But all right. See y'all later, and y'all have a good day. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all in my next video. Love y'all. Peace out.